Hello, YouTube land! Welcome back to the Chaos Asylum. I am your host, Alex Payne, and today is another WWE Monday Night Raw reactions. Yeah, I got my hair cut and I shaved. And the 4th of next month, which is Tuesday, I will be getting surgery done on my shoulder because I found out that I legit tore a muscle in my shoulder pretty bad to the point where I need surgery. So, I don't know if I'm going to be able to make videos or not. We'll see what happens, ladies and gentlemen. And I appreciate you guys, all my fans out there, my fam, you know who you are, and whatnot. So, yeah, there we go. We start off Monday Night Raw regularly, not really, does the Raw intro, and then Undertaker stuff comes up and shows like a graveyard, and it's and then it goes into the regular intro. So, let's see what happens. So, Sasha Banks comes out. Not Sasha Banks, god dang it. Restart. I'm sorry, not really. Bayley, the WWE Raw Women's Champion, comes out. And she's talking about how it's so cool how back in the day when she was a kid and her and her buddies would get money together and beg their parents to watch WrestleMania from their TV set. And then, you know, they would go see it live and whatnot. She's like, well, you know, I'm not at home with my friends. I'm not in the audience. I'm actually going to be at WrestleMania. Charlotte comes out. She's all like, oh, Bayley, so typical Bayley. You don't know anything. Da-da-da-da, you know. Just trying to stir the pot about her and Sasha Banks. And shows her this tweet. It says, keep your friends close, keep your enemies closer. Sasha Banks comes out. She's like, I hear the same crap every freaking week. This is ridiculous. And that was like, what, 2015 I sent that out? And then she's like, well, I did actually beat you, Bayley, to get in this match, and I will beat you again at WrestleMania. And she's like, what? She's like, well, I'm just saying. And then Nia Jax comes out, and she's like, let's be honest, ladies. She's like, I am going to win this match, and it's going to stay with me. And then Charlotte's like, no offense, but the only reason why you're in this match is because of Sasha Banks. And then it all broke down, and now it's a tag match. It's going to be Sasha Banks and Bayley taking on Nia Jax and Charlotte. So the match starts off, and it's Charlotte and Sasha Banks, and Sasha Banks is kicking the crap out of Charlotte. They get to the outside, and Sasha Banks tries to pull Nia Jax off. It's not working. Here comes Charlotte. She forearms her, throws her in the ring. And then she gets the tag to Nia Jax. Nia Jax gets in. She starts destroying everybody. Then tag to Bayley. Bayley does a couple moves, doesn't work. She's getting destroyed by her. Charlotte gets back in. They start beating up on Bayley. Bayley gets a tag back to Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks gets in, throws Charlotte in the corner, does like a forearm to the face, and then pretty much Nia Jax gets back in, takes control of the match, and went to commercial break. So we come back from commercial break, and what is it? God bless America. And Charlotte is in the ring still. So then Nia Jax gets in by a tag, and then gets Charlotte back in there. Then they're beating the crap out of Sasha Banks, and Sasha finally gets break free, tags Bayley in. Then Sasha starts, not Sasha, but Charlotte starts beating the crap out of Bayley. And whatnot. And then, excuse me, I'm sorry. That's the, stuffed peppers coming back to haunt me. And so she runs into her corner, and then knocks Nia Jax over. She's like, oh, shit. Gives Bayley plenty of time to try and go for her Bayley to belly, after Charlotte comes running after with that big boot, that running big boot she tries. Nope. Verse Bayley to belly. 1, 2, 3. Wins the match. Nia Jax gets in, destroys everybody. Knocks Bayley down, gives her a leg drop. Gives Sasha Banks a Samoan drop, and then she just runs right through Charlotte. BAM! There we go. And there's a contract signing tonight with Seth Rollins and Triple H for a match for WrestleMania, but it's a non-sanctioned match and whatnot. So there we go. So the match is No Endar versus Austin Aries. Now, he has Alicia Fox in the corner, and he's like, and then turns around and gets drop kicked by freaking Austin Aries. Austin Aries is like, did I say that, Neville? Did I say that? Because that was at the commentator table. It goes to commercial break. We come back, and No End Daughter's dominating a little bit. Clotheslines, drop kicks, and then here comes Austin Aries back. He does a scoop slam, power slam. He does this whole elbow drop, which is pretty sweet. He takes off his arm pad. Alicia Fox tries to distract him. Doesn't work. He gets forearmed in the face. Austin Aries does his spinning elbow. And then a lot of people that know him from TNA, he has a submission too. It is called Last Chancery. So he's like, you watching, Neville? You watching? So he locks in Last Chancery. And No End Daughter taps out. And there we go. So then up next is the Seth Rollins. Will he sign the contract for a non-void, whatever contract unsanctioned match at WrestleMania against Triple H? It's coming out right now. Let's see if he signs. He will. So the contract signing is up next. And we had Seth freaking Rollins come out first. And then he's like, okay. He's like, the table's out here. There's 2 chairs. Get out of here, Hunter. Hunter's all like, okay. He's like, I just want to let you know before I get in this ring, if you attack me, I'm legit. This match is not going to happen. He's like, I want you to sit in the chair and listen to what I have to say. And then Triple H gets in the ring. You know, he's like, I told you to sit. He's like, and pretty much he's like, I'm not sitting. He's like, fine, match off. And then he started walking away. Seth Rollins said, he's like, good boy. So he gets in the ring. He tells him, hey, pretty much what you're doing is if you sign this contract, I could beat your leg down to the point where I could tear every ligament, break your bone, and the match can't stop. You can't sue me. You can't sue Stephanie, Vince McMahon, Shane, or the WWE. He said, I don't get you. I don't get why it's such a crime anymore for people to want to have fame. He's like, you did this 3 years ago. And whatnot. They're like, lose sleep. I would rather have a nice car than get a good night's sleep. I'd rather have a mansion than have a good night's sleep. I'd rather have good food than good night's sleep. Fame, fortune, everything. I want it all. He's like, you want to take this? You only live once. And you take it by the throat, and you choke it until it gives you everything you want, and then some. And then Seth Rollins is like, you know what? He's like, actually, you want to know why I do this, Hunter? I don't do it for the fame, the fortune, and any of that stuff. He's like, I had no problem wrestling here in the Armory at the indie shows for a hot dog and a handshake. He's like, you made me turn my friend. You manipulated me. You gave me that speech 3 years ago, but this isn't 3 years ago. That's what Seth Rollins said. And he's like, this isn't a revenge thing. It's pretty much a redemption. I need a redemption against you. I've lost friends because of what I did. It's just redemption. He signs a contract. Triple H is like, okay, whatever. Kicks the table right into Seth's leg. Takes his suit off and everything. About to hit him in the back. He hits him. He gets the crutch. Excuse me. Jeez. He gets the crutch. And then Seth Rollins is like, Enziguri! Boom! Hits Triple H with it. Triple H goes outside the ring. Then Triple H gets back in. Hits him in the back of the leg. Hits him in the back with the crutch. Oh, no, not yet. No. And then he tries for a pedigree. Reverses. And Triple H hits him back of the leg again with a forearm. And then Triple H tries for a pedigree. He gets thrown over the top rope. Triple H gets back in quick. Gets cracked in the back with the crutch. And then he pretty much rolls out. And there we go. Yeah. So the match is going to happen. A non-sanctioned match between Triple H and Seth Rollins. So the next matchup is an over-the-top rope challenge. And the first 2 people in this match was The Big Show and Jinder Mahal. And, of course, Big Show eliminated Jinder Mahal with no problem with a choke slam over the top. And now Bo Dallas comes out, and Bo Dallas has been eliminated. Big Show's still in. And now it is both Shining Stars against the Big Show in the over-the-top rope battle royal challenge thingy. And both Shining Stars have just been eliminated by the Big Show. So after the elimination of the Shining Stars, everybody that got eliminated by Big Show came in, plus Goldust, R-Truth, and Curtis Axel. They all gang up on Big Show, throw him over the top rope. Big Show slides back in, throws them all off. Choke slam, weapon of mass destruction, double choke slam. Another one, yeah, and then there's Golden Truth. They're like, we're out, see ya. And then Braun Strowman comes out, pretty much just chickens out and goes, I do what I want, nobody tells me what to do. I want to see you at WrestleMania and whatnot. Big Show's like, come on, get down here, I want to beat your ass, boy. And he just points at the sign and music plays and he walks away. Yay. So we've been seeing ominous messages from The Undertaker. At the beginning of the show, it showed us a graveyard. And then him walking through a graveyard. And then him digging a hole and whatnot. And then we just got to Roman Reigns, and he's like, I don't play mind games. I don't play, whatever. I don't do this, that. I'm just going to go out to the ring and tell everybody what I'm going to do to Undertaker at WrestleMania. So, Sheamus and Cesaro are in the back talking, and they're talking about how they're not going to let Mick Foley down. They promised him that they would win this match, and that Cesaro missed last year's WrestleMania. He's not going to let it happen again. And then I like, what's it? Watch out! Pushes Sheamus away, gets super kicked by Gallows. Sheamus takes down Gallows, starts beating the crap out of him, and then out of nowhere, Carl Anderson comes by, 2x4, cracks him in the back with it. They grab a ladder, crack Sheamus in the stomach with it. Cesaro's up against, like, some pilots of something. They nail him with it, and they walk it away. They walk it away. My child again? Jesus! Pray for me, my children. And the match up next is going to be the king of the cruiserweights, the cruiserweight champion, Neville, taking on not Noendar, but another cruiserweight. I don't fucking know his name. So the match is between the king of the cruiserweights, Neville, and the gentleman, Jack Gallagher. And it starts off pretty quick paced, okay? And then Neville gets Gallagher in a headlock, and then he escapes and does like this whole... And then Neville's like, that's kind of funny. And then Neville throws Gallagher into the turnbuckle pad. He stands up like this, legs in it, and he's like, bump! Kicks him in the chest, knocks him down. Gets another headlock, pushes him off, shoulder tackle. Gallagher goes down. And then he goes in for like this head scissor thing, flips him over. Then Neville goes for a clothesline. He ducks underneath it, and he just real quickly grabs him up after he hits the ropes, after he throws him off the ropes. Gallagher off the ropes. Grabs him, just does a release German suplex. And we're on commercial break. Wow. It was sick. That release German suplex, the way he did it was so fucking sick. So the match continues, and we come back from commercial break, and we get a spin heel kick from Neville to Gallagher. And Neville's dominating this match. Takes him up to the top rope, does a superplex. Right? Wait, before that, Neville hits the ropes. Gallagher comes. He's known for headbutt, so like you heard the... Oh! Headbutt. Oh, it knocked them both on the butt. Then he did a superplex into his new submission move, made Gallagher tap out. Then we had an Austin Aries breaking news bulletin. And he's like, breaking news from Austin Aries. And I would like to talk to my guests. The hosts of WrestleMania, the New Day. They're like, no, New Day, I want to find out, from your guys' opinion, who do you think is going to win at WrestleMania? The WWE Cruiserweight Championship. They're like, well, Austin Aries. Well, before they did that, they're like, who? It's like, yes, who? And they're like, well, it depends on who can move their hips the best. He's like, who can move their hips the best? He took his sunglasses off, and whatnot. And he's like, okay. He's like, because I know at WrestleMania I will become your new WWE Cruiserweight Champion. And like, oh my God, yes. And they were doing it with him and whatnot. And like, oh, you, man, yeah, those hips, look at those hips move. Yeah, it's good. And then Big E's like, you sucker. Yeah, And then they're like, A, rocks. Double A, rocks. Double A, rocks. The New Day is goofy as fuck. And then we go back to commercial. Not commercial, but we go backstage. Roman Reigns doing his normal walking and whatnot to the, what's it called? To the ring, because he's going to address the WWE Universe and tell them what he's going to do to Undertaker at WrestleMania, boy. Here we go. New WWE. I'm sorry I had to do it. It was funny. That's fine. Okay. Back to you. It's not working. So Roman Reigns comes out. And he's like, oh, what's up, Philly? It's like, hey, plain facts, whatnot. I won the Royal Rumble back in 2015 right here in Philly. And whatnot. So yeah, I don't care what people think about me. I don't care about this. I don't care about that. I don't care if your name's John Cena. And he's listed off names. He's like, including The Undertaker. And he's like, I'm going to do something that nobody's been able to do. And that's keep The Undertaker. I'm going to put The Undertaker down. And then Undertaker's music hits, goes to the graveyard. He's like, Roman. You claim that you're going to take me down. It's not going to happen. At WrestleMania. I totally lost my train of thought here. Oh crap, here we go. I went way off base. I went too far ahead. My bad. He's like, you claim that is your yard you're standing in. But no, it is mine. This is your yard. And it's like a big grave and whatnot. He's like, live your days. Your last 6 days as if they were your last. Because it will be your last. The 2nd. April 2nd, 2017 will be your last days. Because at WrestleMania, you will. He rolled his eyes in the back of his head. Then it went dark. He appears in the ring. He's like I was saying, Roman, you will rest in peace. And then pretty much he had his hands up like this and the lightning was going off. And he put his hands down. It's like, bloop! And then went to commercial break. So, don't know why I'm doing that, sorry. There's a match between Luke Gallows, Carl Anderson, the Raw Tag Team Champions, taking on Enzo Amore, Big Cass, non-title match. And they're out there cutting a promo. Then they're like, I can't remember everything. They said, Jesus, that was crazy. Like they're like, practice. He's like, practice. How you doing? Practice. How you doing? Practice. How you doing? And then he's like, at WrestleMania, we got a fast lane. We got a fast ticket to the front of the line. On the grandest stage of them all. And there's only one word to describe you. And we're going to spell it out for you. And they couldn't spell it out because the music hit. They came down to ring. And behind them were Sheamus and Cesaro with the ladder. Wiped them both out. Went to the ring. Wiped out Enzo and Kaz. And then Kaz wiped out pretty much Sheamus and Cesaro. And then pretty much... who is it? Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows got in the ring. And just wiped out everybody else.
His job on the line.
So then we come back. We come back from the ring to backstage where Kevin Owens is. And they were talking about him and Chris Jericho. He's like, tonight, I have a chance against Sami Zayn. If I beat Sami Zayn tonight, I get him fired. I've been looking to do this for a long time, for him to go home to his family and be like, I'm no longer a WWE superstar. I want that feeling, he says. And he's like, and at WrestleMania, he's like, I don't know why people keep saying I was his former best friend. I made it clear twice. We are not best friends. We never were. I took his prized possession. And I ripped it up. The list of Jericho. His heart and soul. At WrestleMania, I will take the United States Championship. And the ultimate thrill ride will be his ultimate demise. So the next matchup is Sami Zayn taking on Kevin Owens. And if Kevin Owens beats Sami Zayn's fired. If Sami Zayn wins, he's put in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Yay. And the match right now is a no disqualification match. So the match starts off, and Kevin Owens runs over and just starts beating him in the head. I don't know why I keep using his shoulder. It hurts. Ow. Ugh. Switch over. Here we go. Beats him in the head. And then Sami gets a couple moves. They go to the outside. Sami jumps up on the barricade. Kevin Owens pushes him off. Tries to throw him in whiplash. Irish whips him into the tech board. Didn't work. Reverse. Bam. Sami Zayn reversed it and threw Kevin Owens into it. And then he stumbled over to where like the announce table was. Popped Sami Zayn's head off the table 3 times. Threw him up on the stage. Did a taunt, and then he legit ran and did a suicide dive onto Owens. And we're on commercial break now. So we come back from commercial break, and they are on the outside still. Sami Zayn does a DDT onto the steel steps to Kevin Owens. And then Kevin Owens does that, like, running senton bomb, you know, flops on him like a beach whale. I don't fucking know. Throws him in the ring. 1-2 kick out. And then he just starts beating the crap out of him. Gets a couple moves sets in. 1-2 kick out. 1-2 kick out. And then Sami comes back. And he does that exploder suplex into the corner. And then he goes for the Hanuva kick. Gets super kicked in the face. 1-2 kick out. And then who comes out? Of course. Anyway, he does a pop-up power bomb. Reverses it into the Blue Liger bomb. And my nose is so itchy. I'm sorry, guys. And then Kevin Owens kicks out. Then Samoa Joe comes out and grabs a steel chair. Jericho's music hits. He's waiting for him. Jericho attacks Samoa Joe from behind, cracks him in the back a couple times with the steel chair. Kevin Owens sees it going on the outside. Nails Jericho, falls down. Kevin Owens gets rolled up by Sami Zayn. 1, 2, 3. Kevin Owens loses the match. Sami Zayn keeps his job, goes to WrestleMania into Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, keeps his job. And then Kevin gets mad and just takes him out. And then Jericho comes in, takes him out, tries to get him, and he rolls out. And he's like, hey! He's like, you know what happens to people that betrays their best friend? Who betrays Chris Jericho? He pulls out his pen. The fans are like, yes. He goes, you made the list! Clicks it, writes his name down. Goes commercial break. Next up, the final thing that's going to happen will be Goldberg going face-to-face with Brock Lesnar. Goldberg being the WWE Universal Champion. Let's see what happens. So Goldberg is waiting in the back. And Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman come out. Paul Heyman's just spitting stuff out saying that, ooh, we got a hand up on you last week. Brock Lesnar hit that F5 on you, boy. And, yeah, you couldn't do nothing about it. Ha, ha, ha. People were booing him. He's like, oh, shut up. No one cares. He's like, at WrestleMania, Brock Lesnar walks in as the challenger, walks out as the new WWE Universal Champion. One goes in. He's like, you're very familiar with one at WrestleMania, aren't you, Brock? He's like, boo, oh, shut up. I beat you to it. And just did this long-ass speech. And then Goldberg comes out, just says, well, since I can't take everybody from Philly to WrestleMania, how about I just bring a little bit of WrestleMania to Philly? Takes his belt off. Brock jumps outside the ring and starts running towards Goldberg. Goldberg runs, spears he spears himself. Jesus, Lee. He spears Brock Lesnar, gets in the ring, rips his shirt off, holds the title up. Yeah! And he there we go. That's how Monday Night Raw ended. What did you guys think of Monday Night Raw? Did you think it was good? Did you think it sucked? Leave it in the comments below. I'd like to say hello to all my new subscribers out there, and welcome to the Chaos Asylum. And like I always say, share this video, leave a comment, hit the like button, and if you haven't done it already, I'm going to hurt myself doing this. Smash that subscribe button. Ow. Later.